The episode starts with Roshni thinking who made her drink water and looks at Sid, as Neil is very much far from her. Just as they are about to go, Mommy tells about one more ritual in their family for the married couple. She asks Sid to ll Anya's mong with Sindoor and asks Neil and Roshni to wait till they get married. Naina says I haven't heard of these ritual before. Mamai says this ritual do exist. Anya tells Sid what they will do now. Sid takes Sindoor plate near rotating far to divert everyone's attention and the Sindoor falls on Roshni while Anya applies Sindoor on her forehead. Naina smiles seeing Anya with Sindoor. Roshni is shocked and looks at her Sindoor. She runs to washroom and recalls her marriage with Sid. Sid comes there and asks Roshni to wipe Sindoor from her forehead. He wipes the Sindoor with tissue and apologizes to Roshni. He says this will not happen again and goes. Roshni gets emotional and cries. She washes her face with water. Anya talks to someone on mobile and says she has been waiting for this day. She says Arav she sees Sid coming there and hugs him happily. She says do you know? Sid signs her that Roshni is standing. Roshni goes past from there. Anya tells Sid that she got call from hospital and says there is an employee in a Rife's condition. Sid says it is because of your love. Anya asks him to take her to hospital. Sid congratulates her. Roshni returns jewelry to Naina. Naina asks her to keep it and says you are my Bayu. Roshni says not yet and asks her to keep jewelry. Mommy taunts Roshni and says it was a lmydra ma. Sindoor fell on her forehead. Roshni says she will go hotel and bring her stuff there. Neil says I will drop you to hotel. Anya and Sid are in the room. Anya says I saw you sleeping like a cock on this mattress and says she will bring it. Sid asks how she will pick it up in this condition and says he will bring it in room. They go to get mattress. Anya says I never thought to see you doing this in storeroom. Sid says I had never thought that will become someone fake husband. He asks Anya to bring duster. He hears someone coming and thinks Anya see Amy back. He says he couldn't act for longer and feels bad to lie to Naina about their marriage. He says what she will feel when she comes to know that we are not married, and your Mamai is a spy and almost solved case today. He asks Anya to give duster and turns to look at Naina. Naina slaps Sid and rushes out angrily calling Neil. Neil and Roshni are in the car. Roshni asks if we are going somewhere else, as hotel route is behind. Neil smiles. They get down the car. Roshni says you brought me here, it is closed. Neil says you always says that am boring type, so I have planned this. He asks her to sit down on the swinger with closed eyes. He makes Roshni swings. Roshni smiles. Naina calls Neil. Mommy says Neil haven't returned home. Anya asks Naina to listen to her. Naina asks them not to utter a word. Mamai tries to hear them. Naina says a big betrayal, and lies since many days. Sid asks her to calm down. Anya gives her water, but Naina refuses to drink. Anya apologizes to her. Naina asks, did you think about Neil? What he will feel when he comes to know about your lie? Anya looks on tensely. Naina says he'll should die knowing big betrayal. Sid says, oh Anteeg please, just listen to me once. Naina says, my daughter is staying with a stranger man in my own house. Sid asks Naina to listen to him once. Anya tells Naina that Sid and I love each other a lot and will marry soon. Sid is shocked and asks her to have trust on her daughter. Anya apologizes to her repeatedly. Naina says, I gave you liberty and you took advantage of the same. Did you thought about Neil?